This billionaire wanted to test his new wife's sincerity, so he deliberately rented a three-wheeler to pick her up and help her move. Before the girl could say a word, the president carried her onto the three-wheeler. When they arrived at their destination, the president told her that his company had gone bankrupt, and from then on, they could only live in this old house. The girl mistakenly thought that the president had sold his previous mansion just to marry her. It turned out that they had been high school classmates, and the girl had had a crush on this man for years. She knew he came from a wealthy family, while she was just an ordinary girl. The huge gap in their status made her afraid to confess her feelings, so she could only like him silently. Unexpectedly, years after graduation, the two ran into each other unexpectedly. The president recognized her as his high school classmate at first glance. But that night, the president was set up and framed by a scheming woman. The girl was extremely worried about him and rushed over right away. Unexpectedly, the president directly pulled her into the room, and the two spent the night together under the influence of alcohol. However, the man's friend found out that the girl's adoptive father was seriously ill and urgently needed a large sum of money for surgery. He concluded that the girl was only approaching the president for his money, but the man hung up the phone and then headed to the hospital where the girl's adoptive father was staying. At that moment, the girl felt completely helpless. Her adoptive father's medical bills cost $800,000, and she had called all her friends but still could not raise enough money, so she sat on the floor and cried silently. Just then, the president appeared in front of her. He offered the girl a deal. If she married him, he would cover all the medical expenses for her adoptive father. After some internal struggle, the girl finally agreed. When the girl followed the president into the old house, the president thought she would dislike the house, but the girl was filled with guilt instead. She believed that the man had moved into such a small house because he had no money left after paying for her father's medical bills. She decided to work hard to earn money and repay her husband. The man was a little surprised. He never expected that the girl would not mind his bankruptcy at all. To celebrate their new marriage, the two opened a bottle of red wine. But the girl got drunk, and the man told her to stop drinking. The girl said that the bottle of wine was hers, and she wanted to write her name on it. The man remembered that back in high school, the girl had a habit of writing her name on her belongings. She said that only by doing so could she prove that something belonged to her, and it gave her a sense of security. Later on, the man secretly had her name tattooed on his arm. When the man came out after taking a shower, the girl was already asleep. He suddenly received a call from his mother. She wanted to meet his wife and told him to bring the girl to a banquet the next day. After the girl woke up, the man told her about it. The girl asked him, "Didn't your family go bankrupt?" The man quickly lied that his mother could not accept the bankruptcy, so she still loved attending all kinds of banquets. Seeing that the girl believed him, the man took her to a store and asked the clerk to pick out dresses for her. But right after the girl tried on one dress, they ran into the girl's archenemy.